shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al
ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace. ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Congregation Micah. My name is Rabbi Lori Rice. I'm joined here by our music director, Lisa Silver, and we are so excited to celebrate the bat mitzvah of Samantha this morning. Samantha is going to be doing 3 important things in the service. She'll be leading us in prayer. She'll be reading from Torah, our sacred scripture, and our prophetic section this morning, the Haftorah. And she'll be giving a sermon as well about her understanding and application of the teaching in this morning's scriptural Torah portion. But all that is to say is this is not a performance. It's a participatory event. Samantha's just our leader this morning. Instead of me or Miss Lisa, we're actually going to be kind of here for the assist, but she's really doing the heavy lifting. But we do hope that you will help along the way by participating, and that's why you've taken a prayer book on the way into the sanctuary. And the nice thing about our prayer book is that there's a lot of English, which hopefully will make everyone feel quite comfortable. And there is also a lot of Hebrew. And if Hebrew is not your native tongue, or you don't feel fluent in that language, which I'm going to guess is the majority of those of us here this morning, all of our Hebrew prayers are offered in transliteration as well. So you can sort of muscle out your Hebrew and give it a shot this morning and see how it works for you. We do invite you to try along. And the good news is only Samantha will have the microphone in front of her. You will not. So we're going to just ease into it with a little bit of English. And I will invite you to please read with me in the middle of page 67. We'll read together. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. This time I'd like to invite Ralph and Kathy to come forward to present Samantha with her talit.
Samantha, this is a very special talit. We're very pleased to give you this as a gift. And may this be a very important aspect in your upcoming life. And you hope you keep it for many, many years. Congratulations. Mazel tov.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'titatev b'tzitzit. We continue on page 74 with the singing of the Ma Tovu.
מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. ואני ברוב חסדך אבוא ותך, אשתחווה היכל קודשך ביראתך. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. אדוני אהבתי מעון ביתך, ומקום משכן כבודך. ואני אשתחווה ואכרע אברכה לפני אדוני עושי. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. ואני תפילתי לך אדוני את רצון אלוהים ברוב חסדך ענני באמת אישך. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל.
Samantha continues leading us on the top of page 76.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yatzar et hadam bechokma, uveravo nechavim nechavim, chalulim chalulim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to enter and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei kol basar umufli la'asot. We continue by thanking God for our souls on page 78.
אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא. 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 אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה, טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה, טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא.
us as we chant, starting on page 80, thanking God for the miracles of everyday life. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sach bina lachen ben yom uven laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, okeach ivrim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, mater asurim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, sovkev kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hamayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, amachim mitzaveh gader.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten leilayev koach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir shena me'enai, utnuma me'ayev pai.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tselem Elohim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat horin.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'vorah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
We continue together on page 88. These are the things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. We continue singing Psalm 150 on page 100.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Please rise and turn to page 106. Yikada v'yikada shemei rabba.
Amen.
Ba'alma divra chirute, v'yamlich malhute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dekol בישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך, יתברך, וישתבח, ויתפאר, וישרמה, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה, ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 110. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvarei hoshe, osei shalom uvarei et hakol, hameir la'aretz. Baladarim eleha barachamim, uftuvo mechadesh v'chol yom tamid, ma'aseh varishit. Praise are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy you illuminate the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creation. How numerous your works are, Adonai. In wisdom you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created, may they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praise are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMerot. Please read with me on page 113. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said, and light blinded we saw, that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached and moved down the centuries, your light moving before us. As we climbed, fell back, and climbed again, your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. We continue chanting on the top of page 116. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך
וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וקשרתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue responsively on page 121. The internal truth is that you alone are God and there is no one else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asked God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing.
Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nadar b'kodesh, nor atahilot osefele, nor atahilot osefele. Sh'nechar shebechu geulim leshimcha al safar hayam, yachar kulam hodu ve'imlechu ve'amru, Adonai himloch leolam va'ed, Adonai himloch leolam va'ed. Sur Yisrael, kuma bezrar Yisrael, ufidechinu mecha Yehuda veYisrael. Go Aleinu Adonai Tzavot Shemo, Kadosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga Yisrael.
Please rise.
Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atarav lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rofech holim, Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato lishene afar, Michamocha ba'al givurot umido melach, Melech meimit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדשים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מה אדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גאונתך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
These next few moments are for your own silent prayer, and when you've completed it, please feel free to find your seat.
שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל
Samantha is doing a terrific job, I would say, thus far, and we are about to transition for the Torah reading, and we'll invite you to turn to page 244 for Seder Kriyat HaTorah LaShabbat.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו לשלום. אב הרחמים היטיב ברצונך את ציון, תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים. כי בך לבד בטחנו, מלך העולם ונישא, אדון עולמים.
At this time, I'd like to ask our ARC openers to come forward, Darren Anders and Meredith Grossman. And as you all please rise for passing of the Torah, we'll invite Ralph, Susan, Jenny, Sean, and Samantha to come to the bottom of the steps here.
כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
We like to say this is the moment we've all been waiting for, but maybe that's just me. But Samantha has been practicing and studying and preparing for this moment for months. And done such a beautiful job. Yes, Samantha, you're going to come down on the other end there. Yep. We're going to go in generational order. Mom and Dad, perfect. So that's sometimes the most complicated part of the service. So in Judaism, we have a phrase that we repeat. The phrase is lador vador, and it means from one generation to the next. The idea being that all of the wisdom that's contained within the Torah means nothing at all if we don't transmit it, pass it on to the next generation so that they can walk those values in the world. And so all of this preparation, Samantha, all of the studying, that's really just been sort of the cherry on the sundae of your growing an evolution into a young Jewish woman. And the people who are standing here with you, and I would say not just the people standing here by the steps, but all of you who are here in the sanctuary have had a role in shaping who this beautiful, kind, and very smart young woman has grown into and become on this day. So we're all very, very proud of you. This Torah is now going to make its way into your arms, and when it does, you'll chant the first words, that first line of the Shema, signifying that you accept the obligations and responsibilities that Torah asks of you. And that really is to be a kind, compassionate, welcoming, and I know you're going to talk more about that today, inquisitive, questioning young woman, and we have no doubt that you'll make all of us very proud as you do.
Adonai iti u'romama shemo yakdam. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim haolam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim haolam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim.
Samantha will be reading from Parshat Vayera this morning in the book of Genesis. And let's get you set up here. We'll call our first Aliyah in just a moment. You're going to come on this side. Let me go ahead and move this over a little bit. Okay, that's going to be for you. Let's make sure we're at the right place. I figure Samantha will get you to the part you actually learned. That might be helpful, right? Otherwise, you might. There we go. Okay. It's all great, but we want to set Samantha up for success here. Okay, so for our first Aliyah this morning, we're going to call upon Ralph Buren to come and bless our Torah. Ya'amdu likbod haTorah.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher b'chananu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Vayera elav Adonai be'elonei mamre v'u yoshev hetach ha'ohel kechyom hayom vayesa elav vayar v'hinei shlosha anashim nitzavim alav vayar vayeratz likratam mipeta ha'ohel vayishtachu artza vayamar Adonai imna matzati chen be'enecha alna ta'avor me'al avdecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Leave it here. You guys can hug if you'd like. Ralph, we're going to invite you to come over, stay with us, but come over on this side if you don't mind.
Yes. Stay on this side?
Yep, right here, and you can actually just put your hand right here, and that would be super helpful. And we're going to call for our second Aliyah. Morgan Anders is going to come to the Torah. Tamdu likvod haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol hamim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yuchachna me'at mayim, v'rahatzu rachlehem, v'hi shanu tachat ha'etz, v'echach pat lechem, v'asadu libhem, akar ta'avoru, yalken avartem al avdechem, v'yameru ken ta'aseh ka'asher dibarta. Vaymaher Avraham ha'ohela el Sarah vayomer machari shalosh sa'im kenach solet ushi va'asi ugot.
Okay. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'torchenu. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Morgan, you're going to stay here and come on this side. And Kylie, you're going to please join us for the third Aliyah as Samantha also blesses from the Torah. So we invite you, Ta'amdu, Likbod HaTorah. This is the moment in which we call Samantha as a bat mitzvah to the Torah so that she can bless for her reading as well. We say, Ta'amdu Ya'el bat Chaya v'shmaya Likbod HaTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Hamrach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ve'el habakar ratz Avraham, ve'echach men makar rach v'tov, v'hitem el hana'ar, v'yimaher la'asot oto, ve'echach hema v'chalav uvein abakar, asher asa, v'hitain lifnehem, v'hu omed alehem, tachat ha'etz, v'yochelu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Are these cousins? You hug them. We'll pause while, and Samantha, that was a beautiful Torah reading. We'll pause at this moment while our Torah is out to offer a prayer of healing, a Misha Beira. As my hand moves around the room, if there are names you'd like to include in our blessing of healing this morning, please feel free to say them. It can even be your own aloud, and then we'll join together on page 253.
Mi
the source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu makor habracha lehamotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I'd like to welcome Susan and Al Fairchild to introduce the Haftorah reading this morning. Okay, I'm going to grab their Haftorah reading. We have an extra copy. I think these are 4, so I'll be right back. Visit amongst yourselves in 1 minute. You just built a lot of suspense. The microphone. There you go.
Our Haftorah reading this morning comes from the book of 2 Kings. It is in 2 Kings that we read about the prophet Elijah, the chief disciple of the great prophet Elijah. Elijah is also the prophet whose name is invoked when we welcome a new child into the covenant. So it is appropriate that we should speak of him this morning. In our Torah portion this morning, Sarah is promised a son, although she says her husband is old. In the Haftorah from 2 Kings, a Shunammite woman whose husband is also advanced in years is promised by the prophet Elisha that she will embrace a son.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'vim tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai havocher b'Torah Moshe avdevo u'Yisrael amo u'v'imyei ha'emet v'atzedek. Vayomer lamoed hazeh ka'e chaya at koveket ben vatomer al Adoni ish ha'Elohim al techazev b'shichatecha vatahar ha'isha votelet ben lamoed hazeh ka'e chaya Asher diber Eleha Elisha, Vayidal Hayale, Vayi Hayom, Vayetze El Aviv, El HaKotrim. Vayomer el aviv, Roshi, Roshi. Vayomer el hana'ar, Sa'ehu elimo. Vayish ehu, Vayiviehu el imo. Vayeshev al bricheha ad hatzoharaim vayamot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, sur kol halamim, tzaddik v'kol hatorot, ha'el hanuman, ha'omer v'yoseh, hamdever kayem, sha'akol devrav emet v'tzedek, al hatorah ve'avodah ve'anavim ve'al yom shabbat hazeh, shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha v'limnucha, lechavod utifaretz. Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu, anach v'dom limlach, umvarchim otach, yitbarach shemkam, lafi kol hai tamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, mechadesh hashabbat. My Torah portion is about the concept of hospitality and how that relates to living in the moment. My family and I talked about my journey to getting to this point in my life and how it is important to live in the moment and enjoy all of one's experiences along life's journey. While this particular moment of my bat mitzvah is an important milestone in my life, all of the moments leading up to this must also be remembered and valued as well. Some of the great memories I've had along my life journey were dance recitals, going on amazing family vacations, such as New York with my dad and Disney with my entire family, moving to Tennessee and meeting new people, especially my new friends here today. These milestones and the people I have shared them with have helped shape the person I am today. In my Torah portion, Abraham shows abundant hospitality and the concept of living in the moment. Here is a quote from my Torah portion. My lords, if I have found favor in your sight, please do not pass your servant. Let a little water be brought, then wash your hands and recline under a tree. To recap my portion, it was a hot day and Abraham was sitting down when he sees 3 men who are complete strangers. He sees them and instantly makes them feel welcome. When Abraham greets them, he shows respect by bowing before them. He tells them to sit right down, make themselves comfortable and at home. When his guests leave, Abraham doesn't just say a farewell. He follows them until he sees that they are safely on their way. This shows that Abraham wants to help people and be hospitable. In the Jewish culture, this is a great quality to have. His great hospitality shows that he lives in the moment. Abraham could have been thinking about himself and his concerns about a different time of the day, but instead he is present in the moment and notices strangers and immediately welcomes them. Abraham displays another Jewish value in that he helps those in need instead of thinking only about himself. In Judaism, hospitality is important. The Hebrew term for hospitality is hachnasat orchim. Hospitality is a great mitzvah. It is important to greet guests with respect and welcome them even if they are complete strangers. Each human being is created in the image of God. And showing hospitality to strangers is a way of welcoming God into our lives. It is even considered more important to show hospitality than to attend classes or to greet God in prayer. The Torah informs us Abraham was not alone in offering hospitality to his guests. Sarah helped him. This shows that everyone can be a part of a great mitzvah, not just one person. Abraham's treatment of strangers is viewed by the Jewish tradition as outstanding hospitality. His great example towards others demonstrates that kindness is important whether you know the person or not. This is again seen in the following example. The Torah states the innkeeper's wife saw that an old man needed help, She took the brush and gently washed his back. "Thank you for all your kindness," he said to her. "May all your children you bear be like me." Some experts say that the poor old man was Elijah the prophet, who will usher an era of human understanding, kindness, and peace. This example shows us that hospitality is important because you never know who the person might be and how the person can turn and impact your life. Great things can come back to you when you show a little kindness and hospitality towards others. My family practices Hachnasat Orchim by welcoming our guests when they come to our home and making them feel comfortable. This is an important mitzvah in the world today. It is important to spread the value of hospitality as it leads to kindness and acceptance in our world. For my mitzvah project, I volunteered at Gigi's Playhouse to work and play with kids who have Down syndrome. Through my volunteer work and the opportunity to interact with the kids, I learned to accept and appreciate the differences in these kids. This experience connects to the theme of hospitality because it taught me to be kind and welcoming to all, regardless of our differences. After the ceremony, I will have the opportunity to welcome my guests to my party. This will give me the opportunity to demonstrate hospitality through my words and actions and let them know that I appreciate them being here today. My guests were invited to share this special day with me because they are an important part of my life, and I want them to celebrate with me. I look forward to seeing you all soon at my party.
Yes, we should clap. It was lovely. So, Samantha, you can relax a little bit now, but you can't sit down yet because we have a little blessing we want to sing for you. But I want to say, this is the first time I've actually seen you in person because we studied together on Zoom, and you've done such a wonderful job, and I'm really pleased to have been just a tiny part of getting you ready for this day. And I've been watching you. You've been carrying yourself with such grace, and with all your sparkles and your twinkly dress and your twinkly shoes and your beautiful hair, you just look like a queen this morning. You just very regal, and I have a little song that I'd like to sing for you. Oh, but let me turn the guitar on so you can hear it. Okay. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams. May you see your world created in your lifetime. May you see your visions come to be. May your hope touch every generation to come. These are the prayers we have for you. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams. May you see a world created in your lifetime. May you see your visions come to be. May your tongue be filled with song. May your lips sing out for justice. These are the prayers we have for you. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams.
Samantha, we have a few things to do to celebrate this accomplishment. The first is that we'd love for you to add your name to our scroll of names, all the B'nai Mitzvah who prepare and lead services here at Micah add their names. We have decades and decades of names. I'm going to have you take this pen, and yours will be the next one in this very sacred lineage. So you're going to be right here under Xander. She's a lefty.
Oh, yay.
Awesome. Okay, great job. Everyone always gets a little nervous that we're having the students write on the Torah itself, which we're not. Just a scroll of names, but still so very important to us here at Congregation Micah. And we have a few other things for you as well. So it wouldn't be a pre-celebration unless there were a few gifts. So in this bag, you will find a certificate, which actually you're going to add your name to, your signature to right now, here, because we have to have a certificate commemorating the event, of course. I'm just taken with the fact that you actually write in cursive, which I thought was an outdated, but I appreciate, art form that you have also been taught, which is so great. There's a gift certificate in here for a trip to Israel with North American Federation Temple Youth. It's a $250 gift certificate for a future trip to Israel should you decide to travel with them. We also have a community trip that goes to, which you'll be learning more about as you get a bit older. And then also in here you'll find a Kiddush cup. Which it's a beautiful silver Kiddush cup, and it's our hope that you'll use it for future Shabbat celebrations and holiday celebrations. And while it will have wine in it, not until you're 21, it'll have juice in it for a few more years. It has the ability to contain both, so you can start using it right away, which is so great. So this is for you to take with you today as well. And you know, it was so amazing to me, Samantha, because on Facebook this week, a little memory popped up for me that it was just my daughter's bat mitzvah 3 years ago on October 14th. I know. I'm just saying, parents, hold on to your horses, because it's a ride. But I'm still so proud of my daughter, and I'm equally proud of you today and the job that you have done. And to echo Miss Lisa, the grace with which you have conducted the service and led us. It's just really been an inspiration, and we are so proud of you. There are probably no more two people proud in this sanctuary than your parents, and I'm going to invite them forward at this time and remind them to use the microphone. It's right here. Right up here.
Okay, good. Now you can hear me better. When we sat down to write this speech, we stared at the blank screen for a long time. How do you write what is essentially a love letter to the little girl who isn't so little anymore and sum up everything you feel in just a few minutes? All of the parents in the audience can certainly agree that this is not an easy task to do. Then we thought, okay, let's break this speech into 3 sections. I'm an organizer. First, how proud we are of you, Samantha, on your bat mitzvah day. Second, everything we love about Samantha. And finally, our advice to you, Samantha, on this milestone day. First, Samantha, we are incredibly proud of you today and always. You showed true dedication to the bat mitzvah process by studying and practicing for this day, not only diligently the past year, but for all the years you have been in Sunday school and Hebrew school. We know this took a lot of determination to get to this day, as well as courage to stand up here in front of everyone. You shined so brightly today up here on the bima as you said your prayers, recited from the Torah, and gave such an eloquent sermon. In fact, you radiated a level of confidence that truly blew us away.
Samantha, there's a book we read to you when you were a baby called On the Night You Were Born by Nancy Tillon. On the night you were born, the moon shone with such wonder that the stars peeked in to see you, and the night wind whispered, "Life will never be the same, because there had never been anyone like you ever in the world." As the book says, you are your own unique wonder, and in fact, you truly are. You are a dedicated daughter, sister, granddaughter, cousin, niece, and friend. You are generous with your time and heart. You are creative and thoughtful in all that you do, including spending weeks prior to a birthday creating just the right birthday card and gift for your friends and family. You are hardworking at school and have always wanted to do things right way to understand all the steps and can solve a problem. Even as a toddler, you wanted to learn how to tie your shoes. You sat on the floor practicing and practicing and wouldn't give up until you succeeded. You are so brave. You started a new school in a new city, trying out for the musical, a solo in your choir class, and the dance team. Regardless of the outcome, you faced those challenges with no fear, determined to go after something you wanted. You are playful, fun, and adventurous. You're always wanting to make plans and have something to look forward to. And there probably is no one else on this earth that can rival your sweet tooth, except me, of course.
Every event in your life has led you to this point and helped shape the young lady we see before us today. Although the future is still unwritten, we know that the marvelous, unique traits that you possess will help you navigate your life with your own sense of style and flair. You see, Samantha, our role as your parents is to guide, protect, and love you. We are here to help you grow and flourish into the unique person you were meant to be. We are here to help you live your authentic life filled with your own sense of purpose and passion. We are here to encourage you to have pride in yourself and love yourself. Because as the book states, there has never been anyone else in the world like you, and there never will. The world needs you, Samantha, and everything special that you have to offer to it.
Before we end today, there are a few things we want you to know. Life is short and fleeting. We know you can't fully comprehend this today at 13 years old, but trust us when we say that every moment truly matters. Don't spend even a moment of your life doing anything that doesn't make your heart flutter. Don't settle for anything else.
Be happy. Not every day is wonderful, and things won't always go your way, but find a way to make peace with the disappointments while focusing on the joy of each day. Make sure to learn from your mistakes and missteps. Be grateful for all that you have, not just the material possessions, but more importantly, the relationships in your life.
Be faithful and true to yourself, your family, and your friends. Do the right thing. Be a good person, be kind to others, and trust your instincts. Have confidence to stand up for what is right in the world and what is right for you. Be your own unique person.
Try hard every day with 100% effort. Believe in yourself and in your dreams, and they will come true. You can and will bring them to fruition. Try new things, but do not be disappointed if you do not excel at everything you try. The experience is what matters and shapes you.
We love you and admire you, Samantha, and we are thrilled to have a front row seat to watch the rest of your life unfold. Gammy and Gampy are looking down from heaven on you today and have stood by your side in spirit. Your Gigi mom was a survivor and came to this country so that you could have every opportunity possible. Every door is open for you.
Today you have made us all very proud, and as always, you have filled our day with joy. The next phase of your journey starts today. We all can't wait to watch you bloom.
We'll continue by moving to the conclusion of our service and inviting our Torah dressers for Lindsay Nyman and Lucas Abrams, and our ark openers Paul Brown and Lisa Nyman. And we'll invite everyone to please rise. Lucas, you're going to take this. This to you. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, you're going to put that right over this. Can you turn it around? There you go. Got it? Right over the top there, Lucas. Yep, can you do it over that one too? Perfect. Thank you. Great, and Samantha, you're going to come over here with us. You guys can sit if you'd like, or return to your seats. Thank you so much. Samantha, before we put our Torah away this morning, Lisa and I would like to offer you a special blessing. It's one of the oldest from the Jewish tradition. It's known as the priestly benediction, and it goes like this.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Samantha, may God bless you and keep you always.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God's blessing shine upon you and all the people you love every day.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And may you, Samantha, and your beautiful family and all of the people that you count in your community, may they all know the greatest gift of peace every day, the gift of wholeness, of shalom and shleimut. And together we say, Amen.
Etzraim hi lama chazikim ba betomcheha meushar dracheha darkei noam b'chol nativoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu kekedem. We turn to page 282 for the words of Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer v'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We think of those in our community who are not with us, but whose memories always are. We begin with the names of those for whom we honor Yortzeit this week in our congregation: Betty Raunheim, Leon Morse Hecht Sr., Martha Hahn, Max Lass, Aileen Kaplan Kressler, Seymour Spira, Charlotte Minovitz Hahn, Bernard Davis, Elizabeth Sheldon, Henry Cutler, Marcia Weingauss, Harriet Rothkopf Starr, Julius Israel, Mr. Stephen Angus, Mary Tossman Reinhardt, Robert Siegel, Jacob Schlesinger, Freda Richmond, and Paula Malamed. We continue mourning for Lois Hershkowitz, Bruce Goldstein, Jerry Lee Kopelman, and Anita Ray Head. We also honor the memories of Barbara Abrams, Arnold Abrams, Kate and Max Abrams, Rosalind and Philip Singer, Lottie and Alan Buren, Daniel Klein, Jerry Klein, and Robin Anders. If I've not mentioned a name that you would like to include, please do so at this time. We are on page 294 for Kadisha Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yit kadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachonu v'yomechonu chayedecho beit Yisrael, v'agalah u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'amei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudashah barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiram ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlam rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memories of our loved ones be every day for us a blessing. Amen. So I'm going to invite your parents to come forward and your brother so we can make a kiddush together. Each of you can take a cup. You want to take them out soft, probably.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone.